Grandma Storytime. Remember the book we're reading? The Adventures of the Wishing Chair. We're up to chapter 8. Are you ready? Put on those glasses, Grandma. Chapter 8 is called The Lost Cat. One morning it was very wet, and Molly and Peter and Chinky were playing a very noisy game of snap in the playroom. Whiskers the cat had come with them and had curled herself up in a cushion in the wishing chair, where she had gone fast asleep. Is that a good place for a cat to sleep? Snap, 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 yelled the children, and they were so interested in their game that they didn't hear the little flapping sound. The wishing chair had grown its wings and was flapping them gently to and fro. Before anyone noticed, the chair rose silently into the air and flew out the open door, taking Pusscat in it, still fast asleep. Snap, yelled Chinky, and took the last pile of cards with glee. I won! Good, said Peter, and he looked around the playroom to see what game would they play next. And he looked rather surprised and scared. I say, he said, where's the chair gone? Chinky and Molly looked around too. Molly went pale. Oh, it's gone. It was here when we started playing the game, said Chinky. It must have slipped out without us noticing. I sort of remember feeling a draft. It must have been its wings flapping. Whiskers has gone too, said Molly in alarm. She was asleep on the cushion. Oh, Chinky, will she come back? It depends on where she has gone, said Chinky. She's a black cat, you know, and if a witch should see her, she might take her to help her spells. Black cats are very clever with spells. Molly began to cry. She was very fond of Whiskers. Oh, why did we let Whiskers the cat go to sleep on the chair? Well, it's no good crying. Chinky put his hand on Molly's shoulder. We must just wait and see. Perhaps old Whiskers will come back, still fast asleep, when the chair returns. They waited for an hour or two with the door wide open, but no wishing chair came back. The two children left Chinky and went inside to have their dinner. They hunted about the house just in case Whiskers should have got off the cushion and wandered home. But no one had seen her. After dinner, they ran down to the garden to their playroom again. Chinky was there, looking gloomy. The chair hasn't come back, he said. But just as he spoke, Peter gave a shout and pointed up to the sky. There's the chair, flapping its way back, all its red wings tinkling up and down. Oh, look, it's the chair. I do hope Whiskers is on her cushion. Suppose she has fallen out. The chair flapped its way downwards and flew in at the open door. It came to rest in its usual place and gave a sigh and a creak. The children rushed to it. There was no cat there. The cushion was still in its place, with a dent in the middle where Whiskers had lain. But that was all. The three stared at each other in dismay. Whiskers has been caught by a witch, said Chinky. There's no doubt about it. Look at this. He picked up a tiny silver star that lay on the seat of the chair. This little star has fallen off a witch's embroidered cloak. Oh, poor Whiskers, wept Molly. I do want her back. Oh, Chinky, what shall we do? Well, we'd better find out first where she's gone, said Chinky. Then next time the chair grows its wings, we can go and rescue her. How can we find out where she's gone? Said Molly, wiping her eyes. I'll have to work a spell to find that one out, said Chinky. I'll have to get a few pixies in to help me. Go and sit on the couch, Molly and Peter, and don't speak a word until I finish. The pixies won't help me if you interfere. They are very shy just about here. Molly and Peter did as they were told. They sat down on the couch, feeling rather excited. Chinky went to the open door and clapped his hands softly 3 times. And then loudly 7 times. 1, 7. He whistled like a blackbird. And then he called a magic word that sounded like Luma, 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 Loo. In a minute or 2, 4 little pixies, a bit smaller than Chinky, who was himself a pixie, came running in at the door. They stopped when they saw the 2 children, but Chinky said they were friends. They won't interfere, he said to them. I want to do a spell to find out where this wishing chair has just been to. Will you help me? The pixies twittered like swallows and nodded their heads. Chinky sat down in the wishing chair, holding his hands in a mirror that he had borrowed from Molly. The 4 little pixies joined hands and danced around the chair, first one way and then the other way, chanting a magic song that got higher and higher and quicker as they danced round in time to their singing. Chinky looked intently in the mirror, and the children kept wondering what would he see. Suddenly the 4 dancing pixies stopped their singing and fell to the floor, panting and crying. Now look and tell what you see, Chinky. Chinky stared in the mirror and then gave a shout. I can see her! It's the wish, Kiri. She has got whiskers. Here she is, cooking her dinner for her. The 2 children sprang up from the couch and hurried to look in the mirror that Chinky held. To their amazement, instead of seeing their own faces, they saw a picture of Whiskers, their cat, stirring a soup pot on a big stove. And behind her was an old witch, clad in long black cloak embroidered with silver stars and moons. See her? Said Chinky. That's witch Kiri. I know where she lives. We'll go and rescue Whiskers this very night, even if we have to go on foot. The 4 little pixies twittered goodbye and ran out. The picture in the mirror faded away. The children and the pixie looked at one another. What a marvellous spell, said Molly. Oh, I did enjoy that, Pinky. Oh, I did enjoy that, Chinky. Shall we really go and get Whiskers tonight? Yes, said Chinky. Come here at midnight, ready dressed. If the chair has grown its wings, we'll go in it. If not, we'll take the underground train to the witch's house. Oh, said Molly, what an adventure. That's the end of chapter 8. We have to wait until chapter 9. Come back and we'll look at it. Bye-bye.